The year was 1588, a time of great tension and anticipation. Across the English Channel, two powerful empires prepared for a clash that would reverberate through history, shaping the future of Europe. Before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and comment your favorite history story. Philip II of Spain, a devout Catholic and ruler of a vast empire, aimed his mighty armada at England, determined to assert his dominance. His goal to depose Queen Elizabeth I, a Protestant monarch who defied his authority and represented a significant threat to his ambitions. This was more than a mere naval battle. It was a clash of ideologies, a struggle for European dominance, and a fight for religious supremacy. England, though outmatched in size and resources, possessed a spirit of defiance and a secret weapon: the sea itself, with its unpredictable weather and treacherous waters. The stakes could not have been higher, as the outcome would determine the future of both nations. For Spain, victory meant securing its claim as the dominant power in Europe, solidifying its influence and control. For England, defeat meant the loss of its independence, its queen, and its Protestant identity, a fate too dire to contemplate. The fate of nations hung in the balance as the Spanish Armada, a formidable fleet of over 130 ships, set sail towards the English Channel, ready to change the course of history. The roots of the conflict ran deep, entangled in a complex web of religion and power politics, stretching back centuries and influencing every aspect of life. The Protestant Reformation had shattered the religious unity of Europe, dividing it into hostile camps, each side fervently believing in the righteousness of their cause. England, under the reign of Elizabeth I, had firmly embraced Protestantism, much to the displeasure and anger of Catholic Spain, which viewed this shift as a direct threat. Adding fuel to the fire, English privateers, with Elizabeth's tacit approval, harassed Spanish shipping and plundered treasure fleets returning from the New World, further straining relations. Philip II, driven by religious zeal and a thirst for revenge, saw an opportunity to strike a decisive blow against his Protestant rival, aiming to reassert Catholic dominance. He envisioned a grand invasion, a Catholic crusade to conquer England, install a puppet ruler, and restore the island nation to the Catholic fold, believing this would secure his legacy. The Spanish Armada, a symbol of Spanish might and ambition, became the instrument of his grand plan, setting sail with the hopes of a nation resting on its success. The Armada's strategic plan was audacious in its scope, a bold move that aimed to change the course of history. It involved coordinating a vast fleet of warships and transports, carrying thousands of soldiers across the treacherous waters of the Bay of Biscay and the English Channel. The logistics alone were a monumental challenge. The plan hinged on a crucial rendezvous with the Duke of Parma's army, stationed in Flanders, which was essential for the success of the invasion. Under the Armada's protection, Parma's troops would cross the Channel and land on English soil, delivering what was hoped to be the final blow to Elizabeth's reign, thus securing Spanish dominance. The Spanish ships, many of them towering galleons, were designed for close-quarters combat, relying on boarding parties to overwhelm the enemy with sheer force and numbers. Their cannons, though numerous, were outmatched by the English guns in both range and accuracy, a disadvantage that would become apparent in the heat of battle. This tactical difference, rooted deeply in shipbuilding philosophy and naval strategy, would prove to be a critical factor in the coming clash, influencing the outcome of this historic confrontation. The English, though outnumbered, were not caught off guard. A network of beacons alerted the country to the Armada's approach, and a fleet of smaller, more maneuverable warships, commanded by experienced seamen like Sir Francis Drake, stood ready to defend their shores. The English strategy: harass the Spanish fleet, disrupt its formations, and exploit their superior firepower. The first encounters off Plymouth and Portland revealed the strengths and weaknesses of each side. The Spanish ships, though imposing in size, struggled to land a decisive blow against the nimble English vessels. The English, relying on their superior cannons and skillful maneuvering, inflicted damage from afar, avoiding the grappling and boarding tactics favored by the Spanish. Section 5. The Battle of Gravelines, turning the tide. The pivotal clash came at Gravelines off the coast of Flanders. Here, the English unleashed a devastating barrage of fireships, causing chaos and confusion within the tightly packed Spanish formation. The Spanish commander, the Duke of Medina Sidonia, struggled to maintain order as his ships, some ablaze, collided with one another. The Battle of Gravelines marked a turning point in the conflict. The Spanish, their formations broken, their morale shattered, abandoned their hopes of rendezvousing with Parma's army. The invasion of England, once seemingly imminent, now lay in ruins. A perilous retreat, the Armada's losses mount. Defeated and demoralized, the Spanish Armada embarked on a perilous northward retreat around Scotland and Ireland. Battered by storms, short on supplies, and pursued by English ships, the Spanish fleet suffered heavy losses. Many ships, their hulls riddled with cannon shot, foundered in the stormy seas. Others were wrecked on the rocky coasts of Ireland, their crews facing a hostile population. The once mighty Armada, reduced to a shadow of its former self, limped back to Spain, carrying tales of defeat and disaster. The dream of conquering England lay shattered on the waves, along with the lives of thousands of Spanish sailors and soldiers. Aftermath, England ascendant, Spain reeling. The defeat of the Spanish Armada had profound consequences for both nations. For England, the victory marked a defining moment in its history, a testament to the courage of its sailors and the strategic brilliance of its commanders. The victory solidified Elizabeth's hold on the throne, boosted English national pride, and established England as a rising naval power. For Spain, the defeat was a humiliating blow to its prestige and a severe drain on its resources. The defeat exposed the limitations of Spanish naval power and undermined Philip II's ambitions of European hegemony. Though Spain remained a formidable power, its aura of invincibility had been shattered. A new era, the rise of English naval power. The defeat of the Armada ushered in a new era in naval warfare. England's victory demonstrated the effectiveness of heavy artillery, superior seamanship, and a more agile shipbuilding philosophy. The English, emboldened by their success, embarked on a period of naval expansion, challenging Spanish dominance at sea and laying the foundations for their future empire. The balance of power in Europe began to shift. England, once a target of Spanish aggression, emerged as a confident and ambitious player on the European stage. The defeat of the Armada marked a turning point, not just in Anglo-Spanish relations, but in the course of European history. The Armada's enduring legacy. The Spanish Armada's ill-fated voyage continues to captivate the imagination centuries later. It stands as a reminder of the fickle hand of fate, the perils of overreach, and the enduring power of national determination. The Armada's defeat is celebrated in English history as a triumph against overwhelming odds, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a nation facing existential threats. The legacy of the Armada extends beyond the realm of history. It serves as a cautionary tale for leaders who underestimate the resolve of their opponents and overestimate the reach of their own power. The Armada's demise reminds us that even the mightiest empires are not invincible, and that the tides of history can turn swiftly and decisively.